this morning from the angle of fashion and entrepreneurship. Put your hands together as a men welcome the CEO Sahara Fashion, Mr. Ola Adeoba. Please jam your hands together for him. All right. Let me start by saying Happy Children's Day once again. I hope every one of you celebrate yourself.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure you go out. Sorry, please, do we have any among us that just stay home that on Monday and you didn't even bother yourself to go out?
Yes.
You stay at home?
Yes.
You don't know what you are missing. It's good to go out. You see, when you go out, you meet with other people, and you begin to understand life in full. Anyway, my name is Ola Adeoba. Let me start by appreciating the management of the school, Greater Height. Sir, thank you for this invitation. You know, for me, because I understand that life is in phases, each time I'm given the opportunity to address children like this, it's just a happy time for me. And the reason is because while I was sitting a while ago, I was asking myself this question. Can I really remember at least one person that came to my school when I was in primary school or in secondary school, that his word is weighty, that I cannot forget? And honestly, I cannot remember. And I will not want to be a victim of what I just experienced now, meaning that I will not want to know in the next 20, 25 years that one among you cannot remember one or two words that I'm dropping. You know, words can be powerful. Words are seed. And you see, when it is well sown and it is well nurtured, it can germinate and bring countless fruits, unimaginable fruits. So I am trusting God that this morning God is going to use me to bless all of you. So get your mind prepared. Now, like I said earlier, my name is Ola Adeoba. I am a dressmaker. I am a tailor. I am a designer. I am an instructor. I am a coach. Then finally, I am a businessman. So the question is, who is the businessman? Because this morning I will not want to dwell on the aspect of tailoring. Neither will I like to dwell on the aspect of fashion designing. And I will not want to dwell on the aspect of instructor. But I would like to make my speech and put my speech around business. You know why? Please tell yourself, if you are a lady here, tell yourself, I'm a businesswoman. If you are a man here, tell yourself, I'm a businessman. You know why? We are all business people. And before you begin to ask me a question, let me quickly ask this question on your behalf. At what age can I become a businesswoman or a businessman? Is that a good question coming from you? At what age can I become properly on your behalf? You want to know the age that you are supposed to be a businessman and a businesswoman. You like that question? Yes. So I should respond to it. All right. The currency we spend in this country, we start from 50 naira. Okay, wait, hold on. So, please, do we have anyone among us here that doesn't know 50 naira? You know 50 naira? Yes. You know 50 naira? Yes. Can anyone among you tell me the value of 50 naira in Nigeria? What can 50 naira buy in Nigeria? Thank you. Good. What can 100 naira buy in Nigeria? 2 biscuits. God bless you. So, what can 200 naira buy in Nigeria? 4 biscuits. Nice one. So, what can 500 naira buy in Nigeria? 10 biscuits. The value is increasing. So that means the man that has 500 naira, senior the man that has 50 naira. Because he can purchase 10 biscuits. But the man with 50 naira can only purchase what? 1 biscuit. Wow. And you know, even that 1 biscuit you may not be satisfied when you finish eating it. But the man that has 10 biscuits will be so full, he will be looking for water to drink. Is that not so? Alright. So what can 1,000 naira buy in Nigeria? We have denomination 500, we have denomination 200, we have denomination 100 naira and 50 naira. Is that not so? Okay, sorry, we have 20 naira paper. Is that not so? Then we have we have 10 naira, we have 5 naira. You know why I didn't talk about 5 naira and 10 naira? Did you know that you will not remember to say thank you if somebody dash you 20 naira now? Because probably the 20 naira may not be able to buy biscuit. Is that not so? So please let me ask this question. Should I be convinced that every one of us know Nigerian denomination? Sorry, sir. Are they primary or secondary? Second will be like 12, 11, basic to 9. The youngest person in primary school will be like 9 years. Is that not so? That is the age where you are supposed to be called a businessman and a businesswoman. Because you have started spending money. You have started spending what? There are some of us here that had to take Kena Pep or Okada to school this money. Is that not so? Your parents gave you the money. Is that not so? Wow, nice one. Now, please let me encourage every one of you. Please, we are a victim of this, and I don't want you to be a victim of what I want to say this morning. You know, most times they ask us this question. They said, "What will you tell a young person of you? That is, if they turn the hands of time now and take me to 9 years or 10 years, what advice at this my age will I give to that person?" That is the kind of advice you should expect from me now. So please, always ask your parents, your mom or your dad questions. And if they cannot answer your question, tell them to take you to the person that can answer the question. The barrister that just speak now is also a businessman. Maybe you don't know. You don't know. So somebody is asking, what kind of business does barrister do? That man engaged in a legal transaction. He engaged in what? Legal transaction. So please let me quickly define a businessman for you. A businessman is one that transacts business with profit in view. A businessman is one that is engaged in legit. Let me use that word, legit. A businessman is one that engaged in a legitimate business with profit what in view. And when we say profit in view, if I can turn my 10 naira to 11 naira, I've made profit. So the next time your mommy gave you 5 naira or 50, let's start from with 50 naira. The next time your mommy give you 50 naira, before you are thinking of the biscuit you can buy, think of what you can buy and multiply that 5 naira or that 15 naira to become 60 naira. Yes. So please start asking your parent question. Mommy, this 15 naira you give me, how can I multiply it? This 100 naira you give me, how can I multiply it? Guess what? Me, I start making more ask, what is the business I'm doing? I used to hawk bread. I'm telling you this truth. Now, I may not encourage you to do this. This may sound funny, sir. In those days, if my mom give me 10 bread to go and sell, I think I met one auntie in this place that can testify to what I'm saying now. When I was coming in, I met one auntie here, and I tell you anything I'm telling you here now, she can testify to it. See, in those days when my mommy give me bread, like 10 bread to go and sell, when I finish selling the 10 bread, guess what I will do? I will run to the bakery and go and buy another 10 without her knowledge. With a bid to make what? Profit, to make money. And that is why one of the most dignified things you can do for yourself is to get to my age and not remember you ever beg one brother money. That's my lifestyle. I cannot remember one brother that I have ever begged money. I have never stand with anybody and just say, "Bros, what can I get there?" You know why? Because I've been making money even before I need it. I've been making money before what? I need it. And you can also be engaged. Now somebody say, this will distract their education. No. This is where your parental guide come in. You see, we have 24 hours. And it's a free gift for all of us. Either your parent or your uncle or your auntie in the house can help you to structure that 24 hours effectively. That if you are engaged in any business, it will not have anything to do with your education. Now, we've heard about China and other foreign countries where children are being undergoing skill as they are going through their education. So how does that interfere with their education? It doesn't interfere with their education. So please, as much as I will not discourage you from watching TV, I will not discourage you from taking your daddy's phone or collecting your mommy's phone and get busy with it and do all manner of funny things that you do on that phone. Please start thinking about business now. You are not too young. Once you are more than 10 years, you are not too young to think about what? Business. And how do you think as a businessman or as a businesswoman? Anytime any amount of money come to you, maybe somebody in the neighborhood dash you money, don't be thinking of how you will spend the money. Be thinking of how you can what? Multiply the money. That's how a businessman think. So we call them entrepreneur. Is that not so? So now let's move to the entrepreneur aspect of my discussion this morning. Who is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? Simple. One that is always looking for problem to solve. You know, now I didn't say one that is looking for money. Who is an entrepreneur? One that is always looking for business problem to what? To solve. For the proprietor of this school now, he has come to this environment to solve educational problem. And guess what? Please, if you care, you can write this down. Money belongs to problem solver. For me, as a tailor, I clothe people. And I clothe them well. And by that, I make money. Why? Because not just that people don't want to be naked, but people want to look good. So it goes beyond I just don't want to be naked. I want to look what? Good. And when people want to look good, they are ready to spend good money. In fact, it's been said that the chances to be accepted is higher when you look good. I don't know if you get it now yet. So they now said, good looking is good business. Good looking is what? Good business. So please, having said this, an entrepreneur is what? Is a problem. Please don't forget. An entrepreneur is what? A problem solver. So always ask yourself, what problem am I solving? And guess what? Every one of us here, we can solve problem. I used to see my children do something in their house. Mommy, I will help you to clean your room. How much will you pay me? Business what? Mindset. There's nothing wrong. There is nothing what? Wrong. Mommy, I will help you clean your room. How much will you pay me? Do you know that if you stay in a compound house where there are 3 cars, you can reach out to your neighbor and just say, Uncle, I will wash your car. I will be washing your car for you before I go to school. How much will you pay me? You know why? Because the Bible actually said in every business there's what? Profit. Or in every labor, sorry. Not business now. He didn't use the word business. He said in every labor there's what? Profit. Now, please don't misunderstand me. Are you encouraging these children not doing things free? Even in free land, there's no free lunch. You see, anything that is free will be abused. Anything that is free will be what? Will be abused. I'm telling you this truth. Anything that is free will be what? Will be abused. I'm telling you this truth. Because by the time you clean your mommy's room, and because you feel she's your mommy, she didn't even remember to say thank you. She has abused you. I'm telling you it's an abuse. Now you come into this environment in the morning and you saw a pure water ladder on the floor and you pick it and nobody among the teacher is saying thank you Moji, thank you Bosse. Honestly, it's an abuse. Why? Because you see that thank you can be motivating. That thank you can be what? Can be motivating. So having said that, let me quickly throw a question at you now. I want you to ask me a question. Any one of you? Oh, okay, no, let me follow the standing order. Who? Sorry. You know, I've proclaimed something on all of you. I say you are all businessmen and businesswomen, but please, let me not be too sure. Let me now ask the question. Who want to be a businessman? Who want to be a businesswoman? You sure say this I play day like this when I say who want to be a lawyer? You know, the barrister didn't stay back. I wish the barrister stayed back. I would have told the barrister something. If I'm a barrister, I will make serious money. You know why? I told you now earlier that an entrepreneur is a process, and that is an opportunity for a barrister to make what? Money. I will just be going on my own. If I just see 2 people fighting, I will stop and ask questions. And before you know it, one of them will be begging to pay me because I will take the case beyond what he's thinking. If I see husband and wife are fighting inside the house, I'll go and meet the wife. I'm a lawyer now. I say, Madam, you see this thing your oga dey do for you? If you send her go prison. Say, no, I beg, don't send my oga go prison. I say, okay, you know what happened? What have you been asking the man that the man has refused to do for you? If you can pay me so amount of money, I can make this man to do this thing for you. That's me as a lawyer. You know why? Now the question we need to ask ourselves now is that why am I thinking like this? I am thinking like this because I know in every labor there should be waiting profit. In any effort there should be reward. In any effort there should be what? Reward. Effort should be rewarded. Effort should be what? Rewarded. So let's go back to our question. Sorry, please. How many of you want to be a businessman or a businesswoman? All right, please. You permit me to choose. I just need only one lady and only one boy. No, keep your hand up, please. Just keep your hand up. All right, so come. Then we need one boy. Yes. See. Yes, that one, the one, yes, in front, yes, come. Dogara. Is it Dogara? Please, before I ask you my question, I will educate you. Are you sure this is the man I see? It's Dogara he called. Dogara, come outside. In my industry, in the fashion industry, it's so unfortunate that many people don't know that there's the skill aspect of sewing and there's the business aspect of sewing. In medicine, there's the business aspect of it and there's the skill aspect of it. The man that is selling medical equipment is a businessman. It's not, he cannot treat anybody. But the man that is prescribing and treating is a doctor. He has the skill aspect of it. But the man that is selling medical equipment is engaged in what? In the business aspect of it. So please, I will ask you this question. What kind of business would you like to do? What kind of business would
I would like to say I would like to draw people's faces.
to do what?
I would like to draw people's faces.
To draw people's faces.
Yes.
Nice one.
So I would like to treat people.
Okay. All right. Sir, Amma. That means this woman want to be a nurse. And this man want to be an artist. Is that not so? So let me repeat what I said earlier. Please understand that as an artist, you have the skill aspect of it and you have the business aspect of it. As a nurse, there's a business aspect of nurse and there's a skill aspect of what? Nurse. Guess what? How old are you? 11. 13. Good. 1. In your area? Where? In the school here? Where? You don't understand my question. How many artists do you know? Yeah. And what is this? Who is that? And what is his name?
My name is Jesse George.
Jesus George. In Kaduna here?
Yes.
Jesus George. All right, nice one. So how many nurses do you know?
So I do a lot.
A lot. Just tell me one that you are so close to. Her name?
So like my auntie's nurse.
Your auntie is a nurse. Okay, good. Now, do you know why I asked them this question?
No.
How many of you like to watch football here? I don't put in yourself for trouble. Now, are you watching the ball for the fun of it or because you want to learn how to play football? Because you want to learn how to play football. Please clap for yourself. So, have you spot any program that educates people on how to be a successful nurse? Something is missing. Something is what? Missing. Have you spot any program on TV that encourages and teach and can educate on how to be a successful artist? Can you tell me the name of that program? Clap for you.
I downloaded an app on my mom's phone that teach you steps on how to draw and how to shade and all that stuff.
Have you attempted to ask that your auntie 1 or 2 questions on how you can become a successful nurse?
Yes, sir.
No. All right. So I'm giving you this responsibility today. Now, one of the interesting parts of your response to my question is that you know a lot. There's a president we have in this country. They call him Maradona. Do you know why they call him Maradona? When he steals 10 naira, he will share 9 naira. Then when he collects return from all those 9 points, he becomes richer than all of them. So you have a lot of nerves that you know. By the time you begin to take from all of them, you will be greater than all of them. Did you understand that? By the time you start consciously, and guess what? You are not too young to start taking from them. Please, I beg you. You are not too what?
Yeah.
I just told you and I'm not lying. Honestly, I started making money since I was 10 years old. I've been saving money since when I was 10 years old, consciously. And that is why today, I don't have problem with saving money. My wife will tell you that if my husband has money in his hand, and he said he will not spend this money, honestly, he will not spend it. No matter what. See, when I married my wife, I had to advise her. One of the advice I gave to her was that, you know, there's this psychedelic attitude of women. This thing. I said, see, if you want to get money from me, just be real. Because this thing will not work. It's not my fault. It is scripture. The scripture in Proverbs chapter 6 says, for the means of a warish woman, a man is rendered to a piece of bread. That spirit take over me. I don't want to be like a piece of bread. Would you like to be like a piece of bread? Because you know there are some men when you don't start to rub their hand, even their friend money when they give them pay their own, they go give woman. So please, your name again? Maria. Good. And your own name? Good. So, Mr. Daniel, I'm happy for you. Please, there are so many apps. Don't stop at one app. There are also apps that can educate you, that can give you 1 or 2 education as far as nursing is concerned. Please reach out to all those apps. You understand? The world is changing. You understand? So many things is happening and you don't want to be ignorant. So please, permit me to drop these 3 words for all of you. You are not too young to hear these 3 words. Please, you can go back. Thank you. Please clap for them. to ask me a question. This is going to be my final word. You know, I made a promise to you earlier. I said that as I was sitting while the barrister was speaking, I can't really remember any auntie or any uncle that came to my school when I was in secondary school that his word is still strong in my mind. And I'm more than 50 now. But I don't want to be a victim of what I just realized. I want to believe that today, 29 of May, will be the beginning of a progressive journey for every one of you. So please, permit me to drop this 3 words for you. The word can be provoking, and I like that provocation. You know why? Until you are revolutionized, until you are what? Revolutionized, you cannot get revelation. Until you are revolutionized, you cannot get what? Revelation. That is not the word I want to give you, but I'm just telling you why I want to give you the word. Until a man is revolutionized, he cannot get revelation. So let me see if I can use these 3 words to revolutionize you. Number 1, there are people that doesn't know anything is happening. Like we may have among us that some people don't even know anything when they call app. How everybody know? Okay, let's assume because you are in school. What of the people that are not going to school? What of those Yaro boys on the streets? There are millions of people out there that doesn't know that there's anything called what? App. So please take note, there are a set of people that doesn't know anything is happening. And every day something is what? Happening. The 2 categories are the people that are watching things happening. They are watching things what? Happening. Sorry please, you are not being stubborn or you are not being naughty asking your parents to give you their phone because you want to check something that will impact your life. True of us. I'm telling you this truth. You just want to find, you are just curious. And maybe mind you don't know, you are in your curious stage where you want to know so many things. And that's why don't be afraid to ask your parents question. Please ask your parents question. If they cannot answer your question, tell them to take you to somebody that will answer your question. Let them even say your question, you ask question too much. You understand? See, there's a man called Anthony Robinson. It is act of asking questions that make him to become who he is. He saw an apple fruit fall and he asked question. So please don't be afraid of asking questions. So the first category are people that doesn't know anything is happening. And I pray that you will not be in that category. Then the second category are people that watch things happen. That's why I asked you earlier that are you watching ball for the fun of it, football for the fun of it, or you are watching to learn? And I'm happy you told me you are watching to learn, because there are people that are just watching for the fun of it. And they don't know that so many things happening in that industry. Did you understand that? Then the last category are the people that make things to happen. The last category are the people that make things to what? Happen. So please, I love to force people to confess words, because words you speak stick to you. Words you speak stick what? To you. So please, can you join me to say, I will make things to happen. I will make things to happen. For my school. For my locality. For my state. For my nation. And for the world at large. I will make things happen in my lifetime. That the world around me will live to remember me for. Amen. Now you just played an alleged. Is that not so? Good. So please let me give you room to ask me a question. You can even ask me a question. How do I make things to happen? Yes.
You say you can start a business at 9.
Yes.
At the age of 9.
Yes.
And some people used to do business in school. And they say school is just for education.
Yes. Okay. Good. Doing the right thing at the wrong time is wrong. I know you won't understand that. Doing the right thing at the wrong time is wrong. That is as good as doing the right thing in a wrong environment is also what? Wrong. You understand? I won't go to court now, court premises, and start playing music. Music is good, but the environment is what? Wrong. So you are not supposed to be doing business within the school premises. In fact, in my own school, there's a list that we put there. Business transaction is not allowed in the school. So,
all right, Terry.
Sir,
yes.
My question is that, let's say, like me too, I like that drawing business. So if I want to start
That's what?
the artist
Yes.
that he said,
yes.
I like it too.
Yes.
Let's say that I've started the business, but I don't have enough time. How can I create time
for me to withdraw my.
Don't give him the mic. You know, he said something. He said, if I don't have enough time. So I was not trying to imagine what he's doing with his time. You don't have enough time. Emmanuel, you have the whole time. How do I mean? Averagely, you are supposed to sleep for 8 hours. Is that also? Out of 24 hours. So you have 16 hours left for you. You see, the unfortunate is that many of us don't know that these 24 hours, God expects to have a timetable for it. You must know when. Personal ideology, sir. Personal ideology. If you come to my house as a guest and you sleep off in my living room, I know you are irresponsible. Because I will not do it. You should know when you want to sleep and go to your bedroom. If you come to my house as a guest and you sleep off in my living room and I have to wake you, I know you are not responsible. You know why? The last thing I check before I go to bed is time. The first thing I check when I wake up is time. I want to know how many hours I sleep. So I know when I sleep and I know when I what? Wake up. You know why? Because the 24 hours, you cannot add to it. You cannot take from it. And guess what? The greatest resource we all have is time. The greatest resource you have is what? Time. Please, this will be an hard truth to believe. Anybody that you see today that is bigger than you has managed his time better than you. So this word is going to be so big, but because of the auntie and the uncle we have here, I will drop this word. Please, the aunties, now this is not for the children, it's for the aunties and the uncle. Good manager of time are best are wise investor. Good manager of time are what? Wise investor. So we must begin to inculcate this attitude into these children. They must know how to best manage their what? Their time. So let's say averagely you sleep for 8 hours. You have 16 hours. How many hours does this spend in school? Lesson all together. So can you help? How many hours? Okay, let's just say 10 plus 8. So you have 6 hours. Now you don't have to use the whole 6 hours to train yourself. Just tell yourself that every day I will invest 1 hour into this my art that I love. Tell yourself what? This is my advice for you this morning. Tell yourself every day you wake up that I will always find a way of investing 1 hour into this art that I love. Oh, the head girl. Nice one. Oh, yeah.
Running, sir. Sir, what if we really love this business, but we don't have enough capital to start up the business?
Wow. A lady came to me last week. She's a banker. And in our conversation, she told me that 2017, somebody asked me a question. She's not the one. But the response that I gave will not leave her. What was the question? Apparently, she's my student. So another classmate asked, then I answered that question. What is the question? How much do you need to start a sewing business? And I said, any amount. I said what? Any amount. Please, you permit me because I'm a Bible man. I'm a Bible man. Every ideology of mine is borrowed from the Bible. If he that is not faithful in that which is little will not be regarded as going to be what? Faithful in that which is much. You understand? He that is not faithful in that which is what? Little will not be regarded as going to be faithful in that which is what? Much. So you don't need so much capital to start business. You know why? The unfortunate is that many of us don't want to celebrate our beginning. We don't want to celebrate our little days. You must enjoy and celebrate your little days. You must, in fact, one of my mentors dashed me this in 1997. Now you see now I'm making reference to somebody once that revolutionized my life. You know what is speaking to my life? Because those are the days where I was struggling. I was also asking your kind of question. 2 things he told me. He said, number 1, look inward. Number 2, he said, allow your business to grow on its own. You know what that means? It means that give yourself an opportunity to know what 20 naira has become in your hand, to know what 1,000 has become in your hand, to know what 10,000 has become in your hand. You know why? So that even if anything, because life itself is unpredictable, even if anything happens and you find yourself go back, you will not have any fear because you know how you. Sorry, it's just like little children. You put them on the bed. If they wake up, there's tendency they will be crying. But if you walk to the bed, when you wake up, you walk down. So if you allow your business to grow from little, with the little in your hand, with good management, honestly, you may succeed more than people that they give loan or they give fund to start business. You know why? I told you earlier that free thing always suffer what? Abuse. That individual will feel like, okay, if I squander this 20 million, they will give me another one. But me, I have 10 naira, and I know my 10 naira has grown to 1 million. I don't want to go back to that place again. I don't want to go back what? So I am very, very careful. I take calculative risk. You understand? I pray, I think, I check and recheck like a pilot before I take any step. So that's what you should do. Yes.
Or any other from secondary?
Inspired you to become a businessman?
Come again.
Who inspired you to become a businessman?
All right. Nice one. Your question looked like daddy's question. Nice one. That is what I said.
So who inspired you? So Jesse, let's take your question too.
Sir, this man said that if a man and his wife is fighting at the road, if he's passing, they solve the problem, and he say if you want to solve the problem, give him some money. Sir, that is bribing and corruption.
If I meet a man and his wife, that means you didn't get it. If I meet a man and his wife fighting on the road, that is number one. I may sense injustice either on the part of, because see, it doesn't have to do with the man hurting the wife, or it may be the wife embarrassing the man. So number one, I have spot a crisis or a crisis. Then I will move closer and try to find out what is the issue here. If I take my time to listen to both of them, and I discover that by my judgment that either the wife or the husband is wrong, then I will reach out to the other person I feel is right and say, come, you can actually get justice for this. It's just that you have to pay me for that service. That is not bribing and corruption. I'm only collecting money for my service because guess what? I just told you the importance of time. Probably I have somewhere I'm going to. I don't know if you understand. It's just like somebody fall inside well. Then I told the mother, you give me money before I bring this boy out of well. You know, say that is bribing and corruption. Because I may try to bring you out, even me too, I may need a rescue. So it will take some level of expertise for me to take that it will take some level of expertise for me to come and say, I will bring that boy out. If I don't have the expertise required to bring the boy out, I may also drown. I don't know if you understand. Then you see, the money aspect of that transaction is the motivation. It is what? Have you read the story of David in the Bible? He had to ask, what will be given to the man that take care of Goliath? So it is that promise that they made to him that was his motivation. He just felt like, I would rather see. He has two options. The option one is to die. And you know, a dead man doesn't pity him and become a celebrity. And he did. And he become what? A celebrity. Up to tomorrow, everybody that is bearing David today is just admiring David in the Bible. You don't think so? Good. So.
All right, before you answer the final question, Emanuela, that will be the last question, please.
Then maybe your mommy or your daddy now said that no, choose another skill, which I will do.
Okay. I am not a lawyer, but I study mass comm. And our course relates because na talk too. But I'm going to use a law terms to answer your question. There's what we call fact. There's what we call what? Fact. The summary of what that barrister is telling you here is that it takes fact to win any case. If you cannot convince your mother, she has every reason to say no. If you cannot what? Convince your mother, she has every reason to say what? No. So go and sit back and make your reason facts. Not just make your reason. Okay, I don't know how to put this to you now. Okay. Not just make your fact convincing. I think that is better. Is that not so? Make your fact factual enough. And present another fact that is more factual. You don't understand that now? So make your fact factual enough. Where is Daniel here? You are Daniel, huh? I don't want to bring family matter into this. What you are doing is exactly what my son is doing. My son is a wonderful artist. I'm telling you this truth. He's going to be 12 by June. He's a wonderful artist. Now you see, there's this break you people have about 3 weeks. Yeah? 3 weeks ago. About 2-3 months ago. 2 months or 1 month ago. There's this break. I don't know what that break is for. Maybe it's our last stroke, Easter, something like that. I had to take him to it. Let me just market this guy now. It's called Clement Colors in Angomejero. I had to go and enroll him there for 3 weeks. When the guy told me the price, I didn't price it. You know why? Because the money is not my problem. I just want that boy to be in that environment. I just want him to be what? In that environment to hate what he's already interested in. I don't know if you understand. And that has made some level of impact. I bought all the accessory, all the tools and everything he needs. Now, not because I am seeing my son becoming an artist tomorrow, but for now, you must be engaged in so many things. You must, anything that appeals to you, give it your best shot. Anything that appeals to you, give it your what? Best shot. I told you my story that I used to celebrate. Am I celebrating today? But I give it my best shot. And that's why I go everywhere and tell people, my mother teach me business, my father teach me sewing. Did you see my life? My mother teach me business, my father teach me what? Sewing. And I like the two combination. Did you understand that? So now please, let's go back to the question of our daddy. Now let me quickly tell you the question of our daddy. Daddy said, the children would like to know what inspired me to become what I am today. Nice question. Are we ready? Yes. And up to tomorrow, I keep telling myself that I wish I got that inspiration earlier. That inspiration came to me when I was 22 years old. The oldest person among us here now probably will be 15. Do we have anybody that's up to 15 here? Do we have anybody here that's up to 15? 15 or 16? The oldest person, how old? Nice one. So if I got an information at 22 that revolutionized my life, and you are getting that same information at 17, just think of what to expect. Just think of what to expect. Now, what was the information? I lost my dad at 20. And that's why I will thank God for those of you that your parents are alive, especially your both parents. Please don't despise them. You know why? Let me drop another word for you this morning. The strength of adults. The blessing or the glory of adults is their wisdom. The glory of adults or the aged is their what? Wisdom. The glory of youth is their strength. So this is your time. This is the time you can try anything. This is the time that you can censor any information. This is the time you will be looking for the right information to come to you. And I pray this morning that the right information will come to you from henceforth in Jesus' mighty name. You know, because all information is not right. There are negative information. All manner of information fly around. Now, this information came to me when I lost my dad. What was the information? Ola, do you know that now God is speaking to me. Do you know that I know a day like this will come in your life? That your father will pass on and the battle will pass across to you. Can you imagine that? The battle will what? Pass across to you. But when this man was alive, I was not even thinking of what I'm doing today. I just faced my school. I am studying mass communication. I want to be a journalist. Which somehow, that's why I told you can try so many things now. I have so many skills. Some of them I don't even market them. I use them for personal use. I'm an electrician. Something I studied for 3 years. Don't ask me which year. I have so many skills. So many skills. I'm a carpenter. I'm a plumber. You know why? Life is in phases. Life is in what? So as anything that appeals to you, give it your best shot. I said that earlier. Is that not so? You know why? God is so wonderful. In your later future, some of all those skills you are acquiring, don't neglect them. We'll find a way into your life. We'll find a way into what? Into your life. I'm telling you this truth. So when I got that information, I now sit back. I was now asking myself this common question that any graduate will ask himself. So will I now leave my certificate and go and start doing tailoring work? This is the question I was asking myself. And immediately another beautiful information came. Ola, if you are not ready to be different, don't go into it. So I'm giving you this word this morning. If you are not different, you are not needed. If you are not different, you are not what? You are not needed. The head girl came out earlier to speak. She's the head girl of this school. If anybody want to contest her position, that person must display a quality, a value that is far, far better. Huh? There's no competition about it. The person, whoever want to contest with your position, must be ready to display a higher value, a higher discipline. Then the school authority will not come, this person is different. I think this person will make a good head girl. I don't know if you understand. You can't be below her standard and you want to contest with her. Is it possible? So when I was coming into the business, I told myself, what can I do differently? Now, up to tomorrow, I've not really solved this problem, even though I told you earlier that an entrepreneur is a business, a problem solver. I have not succeeded in solving this problem. The problem is still down, but to the best of my knowledge, I've solved some. And what is the problem? An average tailor man has the spirit of disappointment. An average tailor man has the spirit of what? So when I was coming in, I told myself, I will not disappoint. And the question is, have you achieved that? The answer is yes. Even though it's only God that cannot disappoint. I have achieved that. Do you know how I achieved that? When you give me work to do for you, I will make sure I take my time to promise you when I know I will deliver. I don't promise you based on my financial. You know, most of those tailors that disappoint you, they disappoint you because they take your clothes based on the financial situation around them. They know they cannot deliver, but they need your money. So I don't collect job based on financial situation around me. I collect job based on my ability and my workforce. So I know what we can deliver in my organization, and I know the time frame that we can deliver. So I have succeeded in making a change or make a difference in that industry. If you permit me to go, I think last year August I was on like 6 radio station in Kaduna, and I don't see anybody that call and say, I don't mind that man, that one I tell you. So I can go on any radio station now or on any TV station and make a post that if you think that you have patronized me and you didn't get a satisfactory service, please come and see me, or please call back and let's iron it out. I don't know if you understand. That means I came into the industry with a mission. And that's another advice for us. If you must go into any industry, please go with the mindset that you want to make what? A difference. If you are coming into any industry, you are a teacher, you are anything, you are a keke napep, you are a okada person, come into any industry with the mindset that you are what? You want to make what? A difference. Because I said earlier, if you are not different, you are not what? You are not needed. However, the journey starts in a room. I started my business in a room. I was telling you earlier that 20 naira can turn to 40 naira. I started in a room in 1998, officially, with one apprentice. And by 2000, my apprentice has grown to like 17. Then there's a need for us to have a bigger place. And God help, we got a bigger place. Getting that bigger place is another testimony that I don't know whether you are ready to hear. The agent that managed the room I used came to collect his rent. And my neighbor complained that this guy is disturbing us. And the report went to their office that they should eject me in that building. But guess what? When the next time the guy came to come and give me the letter, he fell in love with the suit I wear. And asked me a simple question. Can you make a suit like this? Or would you like to sell this for me? Because we like use the same size. And I said, no problem. I sold the suit for him. He went into office. The owner saw the suit and liked the suit. Testimony don't they come. Miracle don't they happen. So the other asked, so this man can sew like this. Let's inject somebody in one of these our building and put this guy in front of our building. That's how I got my shop. Do you know the meaning of that? When I start my shop, I didn't have soundboard. Because the name I bear today is not my name. But guess what? Do you know what I wrote on my doorpost? The gift of a man will make room for him. That was my soundboard. The gift of a man. And you see, that experience I had just prove it. That my gift has what? Make room for me. And that is what I keep enjoying up to tomorrow. My gift keep what? Keep making room for me. So please, take your time and discover your gift. Because your gift will make room for you. And every one of us were gifted. The challenge is that most times we don't take our time to discover our gifts. We don't take our time to what? Discover our gift. Like I just made reference to my son earlier. I just discovered he's gifted when it comes to artwork. And my own duty now is to what? Encourage him. I have not asked him, is this what you want to be? Or it's too early now to be asking that question. I don't know if you understand. It's too early to ask that question. So please, work on yourself, find out your gift, and whatever you are doing, and sorry please, one gift is not, I'm happy I'm saying this. I am so happy I'm telling you this. One gift is not higher than the other. One gift is not what? Don't tell anybody because don't feel inferior because somebody is a doctor and you are a nurse. Don't feel inferior because somebody is a tailor and you are, don't feel inferior because you are a tailor and somebody is a banker. You know why? When it comes to business, what determines whether you make it is approach. Please, someone should write that down. When it comes to business, what determines whether you will make it is what? Approach. I don't know this building before. Probably there's just a bungalow building in this place before. But somebody has come and transformed this place. Guess what? He's not the first person. Probably somebody is still struggling in one room. That started even 10 years before he started. Approach is just the difference. Even though one of our major challenges in this part of the world, and Africa I'm talking now, is that we have been brainwashed with this mindset that somebody is hindering your destiny. Yes, that factors are there, but in most cases, there's nobody that is chasing after you. It's just that you have refused to do the right thing, or you have refused to take risk, or you have refused to attempt a new thing, or you have refused to take a step, and you are just demanding your challenge that somebody is doing you, or somebody is harming you, or somebody is hindering you. Nobody can hinder you, especially when you are on course. When you are pursuing your dream, when we say something is your gift, it's just your gift. We've seen people that have no leg and they are doing great things. They discover their gift. We've seen blind people do great things. They discover that. So, okay, let's just assume that somebody blind that person, and that person is still doing well. Then that blindness is a good one, because that means if he's not blinded, he will not discover what he can do. Did you understand that now? Yeah. So please, my journey has been a product of grace, and the fact that immediately, another word, sir. I don't know. Can I just drop this word for you? If you can discover yourself, you will be yourself. So my journey is like a man that discovers himself at a particular stage, and that triggered me up. I just discovered, like the giant inside me wake up from sleep. And I tell you, it has been a progressive journey. And now, as a stakeholder in this industry, and that's why I'm here this morning, as a stakeholder, what I'm thinking now, the only thing I'm thinking is, how can I help to raise others? I'm not, sorry please, I know you won't like to hear this. I'm not looking for money anymore. Sorry please, you can't say this thing among Nigerians, they won't believe it. I can say it loud and loud again. I am not looking for money again. I'm not looking for money. At this age, I'm more than 50, I'll still be looking for money. I'm not, if I'm looking for money, when they invite me, I'll say, oh God, they look for money, I don't feel there. If I ask him, how much will you pay me? I'm not looking for money, but I'm encouraging you, start looking for money now. And that's why you have to start looking for money now, because you can't be looking for money at, sorry please. Sir, if somebody brings his CV to you now, at more than 50 and he says he's looking for a job, won't you be asking so many questions? What has he been doing with his life? So please, another word now is coming. Yearning, learning, and earning. I don't know if you've heard that before. Yearning, that is the stage you are on. Now, all of you are in the yearning period of your life. There's what they call learning. And some of us are already due for that. Because you see, from age 12, learning has started according to the law of the Bible. Jesus at age 12. At age 12. That means the yearning should be from age 0 to 12. Learning is from 12 to even 18. Earning should be from 18, not even from 25 like you are meant to believe. You know why? I pay my first salary at 24. I have started paying salary to people since when I was 24 years old. And it has not failed. Tomorrow I will still pay another one. This is something I've been doing for more than 27 years. I've been paying salary. I don't wait for them to remind me. I pay. You know why? You can go as far as the number of people that are ready to work with you. Your limitation is the number of people that are ready to work for you. Somebody was asking Dangote, how many hours in a day do you use to work? He said, I have lost count, because you count the number of people that are working for me, then you total it in hour. That is the hour of time I used to work. As I'm here now, my office is not locked. Can I provoke you? On my wedding day, my office was open. Because I have separated my business from my personal life. Sorry. Access Bank, their CEO had a problem. Is the bank closed? The bank was running. My wedding, 2007. Honestly, my office was open. And guess what? When you go do wedding for another town, money no they do. So I was owing. The boss when they carry me come back, I tell the person why they all say, if he reach, I'll give my money. Guess what? The money when they make the day where they do my wedding, I have to pay that back. Just imagine that they close the shop. We'll pay next year.
All right, please, can we jam our hands together for me while you right now?
So you must know how to separate your business from your private life. Know how to separate your business from your private life. If I stay here from now till evening, my business will run. My business will what? Will run. If daddy is not here, I believe this place will run. And that is why this advice is not for the children, it's for the adult here. If you have a business that cannot run in your absence, you don't have a business.
Yes, sir.
Please let me repeat that again. If you have a business that cannot run in your absence, you don't have a business. This one man show wey many people dey do is the reason for their frustration. They either not ready to pay people or not ready to put a structure in place that will make their business to work with or without their what? Presence. May God bless every one of you.
Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. That's impactful. So before my director will appreciate him, head boy, Nurudin,